I poured skunk tincture all along my neighbor's windows so they'd be quieter. Skunk tincture just means like skunk smell. Okay, here's the story. They were so loud all the time. I tried talking to them, telling them that my boyfriend and I work at a coffee shop and a bakery and our hours are really early. I bribed them with treats that I made. Our neighbors were constantly opening their windows and playing their music so loud at all hours. Even their conversations were loud. With their windows open, even with mine closed, I would know when their mom was visiting, when their boyfriends weren't texting them back, or when they got their nails done. I did everything to cover it up. Music of my own, fans for white noise, TV, etc. It's like they knew when I was actively trying and stepped up their game to be louder. Eventually we tried talking to our landlords, made noise complaints, anything and everything. They just learned how to be sneaky about being loud. Eventually it got spiteful, putting music in the window, screaming and banging on the walls. Our houses weren't connected, but there was maybe 10 feet between our houses with a sidewalk going through. I was getting really stressed out, losing sleep. I couldn't even relax in my own house. I was getting sent home from work because I was so tired. It got really bad, and I had no idea what to do. Nothing we had done to this point had worked. When I'd explain my situation, people would come up with funny revenge ideas. None of them stuck like the skunk tincture did to me. I could feel it in my bones that it would work. So I ordered some on Amazon, and one morning, as I left for work, I dumped it all along the side of their house that they keep the windows open on. It smelled so bad, and I was worried that I was going to get some on me, and I'd smell bad at work, but I didn't. Fast forward a couple hours, and I get a notification on our camera that there's motion. It faced between the two houses along the sidewalk, the place where I had dumped the skunk smell. One of the girls was walking back and forth up the sidewalk, spraying rocks under the windows with Lysol. I watched it for a while, and more came out. One opened the window and even pulled the screen off and wiped it all down. Eventually a maintenance guy showed up. I kinda started to panic at that point. I felt kinda bad, like maybe I'd gone too far. I don't think they ever figured it out or suspected it was me. For the next 2 months, those windows stayed shut and I barely heard anything from them. It was so peaceful. I couldn't believe that it worked. This story is making me realize that I might be an asshole. This doesn't seem like that bad to me. You definitely shouldn't do this. Like, nobody should retaliate in this way against their neighbors. But, like, of all the destructive things that this poster could have done, this, like, in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that bad. It'll smell bad for a while, but the smell will go away. Actually, when I was in college, somebody stink bombed one of the stairways in one of the dorms that I lived in. You could not go in that stairwell for days after they did that. It smelled absolutely righteous in there. Those stink bombs are no joke. I don't know, if your neighbor comes to you and just politely asks you to keep it down, like, it's not that hard to just turn down the music or to be more considerate and close your windows. And you may as well do it.